Welcome to The Informant, the podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. Vanhu vaMwari makadi, I hope I find you well wherever you are. If ever anything, I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying right now. I'm not saying I'm the all-knowing, no. But what I'm trying to say is the information that I'm going to say now, it's critical information. I might have said a lot of things that I don't miss, but this is what you need to pay attention to. Because I don't even know where to start from. To be honest, allow me to mix Shona and English. But I would have loved to say everything in English for everyone's benefit. But allow me to say it in Shona and English so that in some areas I properly explain to some people. Mukufamba kwandaita ndasangana nezvakawanda. Mukupinda maoffice kwandaita ndasangana nezvakawanda. Muvanhu vandagara navo pasi ndasangana nezvakawanda. This is not a play game, but this is what I believe is the real politics that's on the ground. Pandanzwa zvanda ndichiudzwa, ndichikwanisa kubvunza nekutsanangurirwa. You know what? I felt like the people are on one side and the truth is on the other side. We are not even running parallel, vazhinji vedu, but vazhinji havasitomborikana ku direction yechokwadi. The real politics on the ground, rega ndikutsanangurirei muzive, so that musawanze dzungu and musawanze hasha and musawanze kurwisana. I will explain it. Zvimene ndichitonyora pasi, ndamboda kunyora pafoni ndikati no, let me do it properly. Listen to this. Politics, the way it is, there is, number one, in the ZANU-PF, I've been told that what you are seeing on social media and what you are seeing in the newspapers, in the media, is totally wrong. This is the truth. Since you are one person, anoti akamboti tauri, aana vaanogumbura, especially pavanhu vari sensitive. Because I'm always trying to be very, very neutral and very fair with every person who's playing their game of politics. The position that's there, it's so disturbing, and here we go as I explain it. In ZANU-PF, I've been told today that there is no divide. Because most people have been made to believe that there is a divide within ZANU-PF. There is no divide in ZANU-PF where you have got the Chiwenga faction and the sitting president's faction. Hakuna zvakadaro. Hamuna that division. Division yamuri kuona imimi ndeyenyu yamuri kucreata pa social media. Muri kuzvinzwa. Nyasa yakubata, pay attention. The division that we are seeing on social media and in the media as well, the newspapers, the televisions and what, it's your own created fallacy. You are creating a division that's not there. There is no Chiwenga faction and there is no Mnangagwa faction. Are you understanding? There is no such two factions. There is none. And believe me, there is none after this explanation. The 2030 agenda, it's a ZANU-PF policy, it's a ZANU-PF motto, which is followed and agreed to by everyone, including even the vice president himself. Saka mukanzwa paya pane pachiimbwa kunzi 2030 ndeya Emerson. Bata mashoko andiri kutaurira iparapa. Ndinozada chavhirika vanhu vakawanda. Paya pamunenge muchinzwa zvichinzi 2030 ndeya Emerson. Ndiyoyo song yacho chaiyo inofanira kutoimbwa nemunhu wese wemuZANU-PF. Ndiyo song yacho chaiyo. And no one is against that. Regai ndikutaurirei. Timbomirai vamwe vanogona kutanga kuita hasha kuti zvamuri kutaura zvisizo, teererai ndikutaurirei zviripo. 2013 ndeya Emerson. Isong iri kutoimbwa nevanhu vese ipapo. Ndosaka muri kuona vanhu vese vari kuombera maoko pairi kuitwa. Not because I'm in support of the sitting president, neither others would say I'm against the vice president. No, I'm just standing for the truth that's on the ground. Why have I said that? And yet most people, as of up to now, they will disagree with me. This is the truth behind everything. Nyaya iripo ndeyekuti the president, to see through the vision 2030, he is supposed, or it was agreed, let me put it that way, it was agreed that he be the person who sees the vision 2030 that he started to see it through. But what they realized is the constitution does not favor him to see it through until 2030 because of the term limits. Right, his 2 terms on the basis of 1 term being 5 years. It means to say he was supposed or is supposed to be in office for 10 years. And considering that he took power in 2018, we're not talking about the 2017, the coup era. No, we are talking from the election point, which is 2018 to 2023. It served 1 full term of the sitting president. Officially, the other term is supposed to have started in 2023 after the elections, heading or leading into 2028. So by the time he gets to 2028, he would have completed his 2 full terms, meaning to say he is no longer now in a position to see his vision through which he started, which is the 2030. But why now is everyone touting that he be the person? 2013 there Emerson Ramurkunzwa. It was agreed by all. And now we have to take you back to what I have been told, and the video was played before me, so that I don't quote wrong things and I don't quote wrong names. Mukayenda pa time ye ZANU-PF conference ku Bulawayo. Muchaona kuti pane pakasumuka amaSimirembwa vachitaura kuti we are going to have the president to see through into 2030, and we are going to do it without, number 1, amending the constitution. Without amending the constitution, we are going to have the president to see through the vision. But this time now, if you look at it from what's coming out from other people out there, it's like they are now pushing for the amendment of the constitution. But a person who spoke then, Masemirembwa, he said the president is going to see up to 2030 without the amendment of the constitution. So we are now having 2 different views. This is what's causing the divide within ZANU-PF. Varipo vari kubelieva kuti president can still continue to see into 2030 without the amendment of the constitution. Saka hapana VP side up, not mpabati. And ana VP, ana achiwenga vacho ivava, vari kutovanga vatorimo muvision iyoyo futi yakataurwa naamaSimirembwa kuti president ngavabvumirwe kuti see through to the vision until 2030 or go past. But we are working with the vision yavo of making Zimbabwe a middle income nation within 2030. So that's the vision I'm referring to here. So the person of vice president was also part of the people of the group of amaSimirembwa. Vaiti president has to see through. So now what he has disturbed, what he has actually made caused the division. Ana amaSimirembwa vanga vaine vision yekuti, or it was agreed and spoken for on behalf of the people by amaSimirembwa. It was agreed kuti president vacharana up to 2023. Then my election atanga futi atakaibva kuita at 2023, which will see him through to 2028. Before president serves half the term of his second part, before he gets to that, Others are saying 3 years, half the term of that. They then have to resign the president, meaning to say he hasn't served a full term. So basically they are putting him like on suspension because the party can recall anyone. Then they plan to recall him out. Then in the process, while they are sorting their party issues, the party would then look for somebody to get into the office and act and be in office as an acting president, plus holding for the one recalled. Meaning to say the term ya president haichakauntwe because papinda mumwe. Zvakavakangoitwa muna 2017 zvokuti vakapinda as an office holder but not an elected president. This is what ZANU-PF was planning or had agreed according to one group of people. So in that process, vanga vachizomirira kuti president vochizodzoka futi for 2028 elections. Pa 2028 elections, vawina vochienda dzimwe 3 years, which will push him up to 2033. Meaning to say now from 2028 up to 2030, he is back in office to see through his vision that he birthed, the vision 2030. Ndosaka muri kuona vese paneimbwa zvichinzi 2030 ndeya Emerson, vese vaiombera, vese vaibvumirana nazvo. Zvino pakudaro manje, problem yaitika ndeyekuti the candidate who believed that I am the one who was supposed to cover or who is supposed to cover that period yavanenge vamboitwa withdraw, munhu anga achitarisirwa kunzi anopinda ipapo ende anga achitarisira kuti anopinda ipapo ndi vice president achiwenga. Batai zvandava kutaurirai, ndi vice president achiwenga ndo vanga vachitarisira kuti I have got to be the acting candidate during that tenure. But now, realizing that there seem to be some challenges, especially with the shifting and shoving within ZANU-PF, people that were very close kuna achiwenga as a team yakadaro, and this could the team chiwenga, vanga vari very close, vanga vakutoplanawo zvavo kuti right kana vakachipinda vari acting ngavabva varambira ipapo, kana varambira ipapo handitika then vochitangwa because vane ma-presidential powers, kana varambira ipapo vochitangwa kubvisa vamwe vanhu vachiisawo vanhu vetimu yavo vobva vatosungawo chinhu vachita sei vachitangira ipapo vachienda kumberi. Why is it like this? It is said, but without evidence, it is said in rumor terms kuti before the coup year 2017 there was sort of like a gentleman's agreement between the two, the VP and the sitting president. This no one has got evidence of. This is the challenge of verbal agreement, which is not in black and white. So that's what's costing the vice president, who is thinking that you took my word and I took your word at the agreement yekuti mwakambotongawo mwozopindawo. But you know, with politics, things evolve. So they are believing kuti while the time was moving, the sitting president was tightening his position. So as much as they were all in agreement about the 2030 amunanga gwavanenge vachitonga, they've realized that he is no longer the preferred candidate to be the gap filler, while the sitting president is called back or resigned, waiting to come back in 2028 for him to do another full term. Ipapo ndo baita problem. Then vamwe ava manje ndo pachitanga dzinonzi politics kubva vaona kuti uyu anonzi VP Chiwenga akapinda, he is going to miss a lot of things because everyone in politics wants to protect their business interest. There is nobody in politics who doesn't have business interests. Hapana kana vakati chigananda kuri wati vese zvigananda. Ndosaka makanzwa president vaitawo pasine zvigananda. Achiwenga vacho achiti pasine zvigananda. They are believing kuti kana muri kutire zvigananda nemiwo muri zvigananda. Ndosaka muri kuona vanhu vanenge ana sabhuku vari kuuya kuchitaura. You don't have to ask too many questions, but the only simple question or major question you should ask is, Sabhuku is an independent candidate, an excommunicated member of ZANU-PF, but he has just become too vocal for him to express and to attack, especially the vice president. Reason being, everyone has got interests in have got their business interest in the nation of Zimbabwe, and everyone wants to protect or preserve their businesses. So the challenge yakuitika ndeyekuti vari kufamba naVP vari kufila kuti VP ngavaone mukana ava vamwe vanhu vambomiswe, kureva kuti VP vatoriwo nevavo ana Atagwirei, kureva kuti VP vatoriwo nevavo ana Wicknell. Saka mukaswera muchibayana nana Tagwirei, muchibayana nana Tungwarara, muchibayana nana Wicknell, muri kubayana nevanhu vapresident. But if vice president vane vavo vanhu vakadaro vakatomirira kuti vakapindawo muoffice, isusuwo taana Tagwireiwo, isusuwo tiso taana Tungwarara, isusuwo tiso taana Wicknell Chivhayo. Ndo zviri kunetsa zvacho izvozvo. So in realizing that there is that big gap and there's that challenge, yekuti whosoever steps in will take over. And now they are needing somebody who's so faithful to the president, who will come and be a dummy in the office while they are waiting for 2028 elections for the president to come back as the incumbent or the representing candidate for ZANU-PF in the elections. Ndo pane nyaya manje ipapo. President vakudawo munhu wavanotrasta, and kubva vaona kuti munhu wavanotrasta, a person who has protected the business interests, a person who funded for the ousting of the late Robert Gabriel Mugabe, ndikuda Tagwirei. Kuda Tagwirei, for him to oust those people, ndosaka muchiona anga ine relationship na vice president, aine relationship na sitting president futi. Saka ipapa chazonetsa vice president ndechekuti the main financer of the ousting of the late Robert Gabriel Mugabe has now become sort of like the main financer of the sitting president of Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. This then presents a very big challenge, not only financially, because pamari Queen Bee vane mari kuda Tagwirei aita mari. Yes, as much as you complain about tenders being given to him, it's a matter of making sure that we have got our finances well backed up and well banked up. Mari dzacho vanadzo kana pakanzi panoda anything, because chinowina kazhinji pahondo imari before tisatataura futi. Garai mazvibata izvozvo. So nyaya iripo ndeyekuti president seeing to it that this is the challenge that we are going to have. If we put the person of VP into office, anoparambira apa, and anogona kubva ato-abuser ma-presidential powers, zvinhu zvese zvikadhakwa. That's why now there is the infusion or the raising up of Queen Bee Kuda Tagwirei and pushing him into the Central Committee and pushing him into the Politburo. Zvirikubatika kana achipinda, Kuda Tagwirei can now become a dummy president because he's faithful to the sitting president. In that process, then the process will go on smoothly. What does it mean? This is what it means. When Queen Bee is in office, he still remains faithful to the president. But what does it mean? It means to say the president still remains a powerful figure as much as he has been resigned from being the national president of ZANU-PF. He still remains the first secretary of ZANU-PF, meaning to say he is now controlling the party but not the government. So basically he will be controlling the party and indirectly through Kuda Tagwirei control the government and still comes back. So he is president before the coup, he is president in his first term, he is president at the time of recall, he is also president at the next election of 2028 leading into 2033. Ndo mamiriro ari kuita nyaya iri paground. Kwete hogwashi dzese dzagara dzichingokandwa pamafacebook. This is the real truth of what's on the ground. Parikubatika zvapoka. Let me explain it further so that muchinzwisise. So now, chiri kuitika ndechei, ava vari kunze zvigananda vaona kuti there is a chances of the VP taking over and running Gananda, seeing to it that now if the VP comes into play, chances of them losing their business interests and their businesses, they are very high. So they are also now having to finance the sitting president in his drive. This is also to protect their own business interests because they have been faithful with him from before. They have been faithful with him currently, and they are going to be faithful with him in the near future. It protects the interests of the president. It also protects their business interests without rocking the boat. So this fight that's happening, it's a complicated fight because some people, they were feeling also that they stand a chance of being the fillers in the absence of the president when he is recalled up until 2028. When the elections come, that's when they will also step down. But politics being politics, ndo panana Comrade Manize ana Mutsvangwa, he was also thinking he could be the candidate. Mudara wangu. Number one. Number two, ndo also panana hanzvadzi yangu ana Opa Muchinguri, they were believing they can also be the filling candidate. Ndo pa number three, pana VP Chiwenga, he believes also that he could have been the filling candidate. But in the process, it is all about making sure that the president's position is secure. But who would he trust? Ndo saka muri kuona paine pakambokuconfuse hii pamakatanga kuona ana honorable Opa Muchinguri vachimira na vice president. Pamakatanga kuona ana Manize after he had denigrated the current vice president. Achitaura kuti haana kudzidza, kana kuti munhu haagoni kutaura chirungu, anotaura chichi achitaura zvakawanda. It was then all of a sudden they seemed like they were all together, which confused a lot of people. Reason for that was because they also felt that the incoming of Kudata Gwirei was also hindering their chances of being the placeholders and the fillers. Don't forget, these people, they are within ZANU-PF, and whoever steps to the realm of power can become very unpredictable. Kana munhu apo. Remember, they say power is sweet and it's not easy to let go of. So just imagine papindwa na Manize, ndo are holding candidate. You don't know what his plans are, what he says at face value, and what's behind him or what's within his heart. It's only him who knows. And who are his cohorts, the people that he can work with for whatever he's planning. He can be a soft person because he wants to get there. But reality comes into play when he is there. Ndo pane challenge papa kuna Manize. Number one. Number two, kuna VP. Varukufunga kuti VP vanobva vatora chinobva vachinja zvinhu zvese vodonhedza nema business esa, and then he brings his own close personnel. Pa close personnel pana VP. Ndo pano panga paina na Mukupe uyo ari mujeri uyo. Ndo anga ari maclose acho. Ndo pano panga paina na Oswald Bvute avo is it Mashonaland West. Ndo magenga or team ya VP. I can mention all of them, but as of now, let me just limit there so that nisite divert from the real issue iripo. Tochi uya pakuti vakauya before coup, vakaseva first term yavo in the first election. Right now he's serving his second term and is going to be resigned and then come back again in the 2028 elections, moving over into 2033. If possible, then by then, ipapa kuti pachipushwe, ndo pari kubuda nyaya yamunonzwa inonzi munhu mutapa. Don't write that one down. Don't write off that one. Because it's reality that's coming into play. Whether murukuvhura nzeve kana hamusi kuvhura nzeve, be prepared for that. Ndo kuri kuenda chinhu. So right now, what's making people to fail to stop it? The sitting president, paya panonzi 2030 ndeya Emerson. Munoona Comrade Manize vachiomberera maoko. Because kuziva kuti anenge ariko 2030, vari kuziva kuti ndaamunangagwa. But his drive is, he doesn't want Kudata Gwirei Queen B to be the holder of the office until the resurgence or the motion of them moving back to bringing the president who will be running the country at the backstage from within the ZANU-PF as the first secretary of ZANU-PF, but not the president. So nyaya iripo ndeyekuti chavari kuda ndechekuti let him now run. But chiripo chimwe chinhu chandinoda kuti ndichiunze panapa, chandinoda kuti vanhu vachibatisise. This one is going to be a long one. Let me bring it as part 2. Let me end here for now.